Well, today I'm going to move into my new pantry and try to get it all organized. Here we go. Yeah.
Wow. Well, hey everybody, I'm Bill.
And I'm Elizabeth. Live simple,
Live free.
So today I'm gonna get myself moved in, hopefully as much as possible, into my new pantry with the spice rack and everything on there. And I'm looking forward to being able to see more of my beautiful counter again. You can see here it's had spices and all sorts of stuff on it, getting ready to have someplace to put it away. So I'm looking forward to being able to ultimately have a very nice, an organized kitchen so that my counter space has only the things on it which I really needed to have. That's the goal.
Right. Now, before she starts moving into her pantry, I just want to address something that I've had a couple of comments about. And that's how close the stove is to the pantry. Here's the pantry, and people are concerned about that. Also, this isn't finished yet. I've mentioned this before, but I still need to put sheetrock here. I'm not going to buy a whole 4x8 piece of sheetrock just for that one little strip, so I'm going to wait until I do the sheetrocking in the big addition room that we're putting in. When I do that, I'll have plenty to go ahead and finish this corner. As you can see, I've put metal here now, like I said I would. That's to do two things: is to help with the heat, and also to make it easy to clean, because I don't want grease getting on the sheetrock. So the grease and stuff that splatters will come off of this very easily. Well, one of the main questions that I'm getting is, isn't that stove too close to the pantry, and isn't the heat going to get in there and not be good for the food? Well, that's not an issue at all, because there's several layers of sheetrock here. There's one there, and there's another one on the inside of the wall here. Now, sheetrock is actually fireproof, and for building code, National Building Code, it actually requires 2 layers of 5/8 inch sheetrock on a wall when you have an attached garage. On the wall between the garage and the house, that sheetrock acts as a fire retardant, so that if there's a fire in the garage, it won't get into the house. So sheetrock is a very strong, it's not completely fireproof, but it's very strong fire retardant. And then I have it covered with metal, which will keep some of the heat out of here. Also, then there's the wall with space here, and then there's another piece of sheetrock on the inside. So I'm not concerned at all with heat getting inside of the pantry. This is going to be fine, and the metal is going to protect it.
I am enjoying wearing this blouse today. It's very light and comfortable. And I know enough of my ladies are going to wonder where I got it from, that I'm going to go ahead and mention that it's one of my Cracker Barrel finds. Man, I appreciate Cracker Barrel. So anyway, yeah, it's from Cracker Barrel. That'll save me having to write Cracker Barrel a lot on my comments. All right, now I want to talk about what I'm doing with this area in here, and then show you how I have been labeling the areas that's going to have our Thrive Life cans, so I know exactly where to find stuff and where to put things. Here we go. All right, let's do just a quick tour. We have up here on top a shelf that holds tall things very nicely. So some little cereals that we have there, some of my gluten-free noodles, pasta stuff, and oatmeal. So I love having a place to put tall things that I can't fit anywhere else. And then we're going to be able to fit 40 of our Thrive Life cans. If we've got people that are kind of new to us, we use the Thrive Life freeze-dried food in a lot of our cooking. It's really delicious, it's really nutritious, and it saves me a lot of chopping and issues with my arthritis. It is something that we are distributors for, and the cans have a 25-year shelf life, which is really awesome. And we really enjoy using the food on a regular basis. And so I wanted to have a place to be able to put them so that I can have easy access here in the kitchen. And I've been able to set up spots here for 40 different foods. And I'll be talking about how I have that organized in just a moment. Up here I have the last of my little name tags that I'm going to put on, and I'll show you how I'm doing that. And then if we go down below these 5 shelves here, on the left, we have had this little thing we've been using for ages to put plastic bags in so that we can recycle them. And we always like to, make sure we get those recycled. And then this I'm excited about. I haven't had a real good place in this kitchen to be able to put some of my long baking sheets and cookie sheets, my muffin tin. So now, you think the paint's pretty good now, hon? Good. Now, this can just slide right in. And I can have access easily then to get to those larger cooking dishes, my rack, and this one large glass baking pan that I have. Now some of those pans you would think I could put down in my drawer underneath the stove. In fact, I have put some things like that in there. But this electric stove is not our final stove. We're putting in a propane, a gas stove, and that drawer under there will be a broiler, which I think is going to be actually pretty cool. So I won't be able to put anything under there. So I'm quite thrilled to have a space there for those long pans. Very easy for me to get to. I want to show you something over here. In my Lazy Susan down here, I have other baking dishes. Now these, I love Pioneer Woman stuff. I'm not affiliated with her. I'm not doing this as an ad, although I really love her stuff. But this has worked out great for me to put the smaller, the beautiful baking dishes from Pioneer Woman. But my big long pans and cookie sheets, they just couldn't fit in there. So I'm very thrilled to have this. Okay, now underneath here, Bill has not had an opportunity to do this yet, but he has the materials, and he's going to put a slide out drawer here. It's going to actually slide out, and there'll be room right in here to slide out a drawer, and it'll be long, and that is where I'm going to be putting my aluminum foil, my parchment paper, any little sandwich bags, any of that kind of stuff will be on that nice long drawer that I can just reach down and pull it out and get what I need. Very excited about that. And then of course, when this floor gets done, I'm going to have a beautiful new like silver gray white floor that's going to be going in there also. So that's certainly not finished yet. Okay, now look at this beautiful thing here. I'm going to be putting larger things here, my spices, herbs, stuff like that there. And then down here, he already built it for me. This is a newer part. It wasn't in the last video. That's going to be for tall bottles, oil, you'll see, vinegar, things like that. So I'm very, very pleased with how all of this is looking. It's wonderful. So this is my map that I made. And one of the things that I really tried to do is make sure that food is grouped together. Fruits, veggies, eggs and cheese, and then meat, so that they're all kind of together. And then I was going to type and, cut out nice, neatly typed things. That's more complicated than you might think to do that. And I already had some extra little tabs that you use when you do your files. They're just the little file tabs. And I thought, wow, that's a nice cardboard, soft cardboard, and it'll work great. And you notice I didn't write anything really big, but it doesn't need to be anything really big. So, alrighty, me and Leo here, working on writing down all the things that are going to be in my pantry, and I'm going to organize a map of it, and I'm making these little things that are going to be going on the fronts to let me know what each of the cans are, one in front and one behind. So that's what I'm working on making right now, with, of course, Leo's tremendous assistance here. So we've now got, I did strawberries, and I did cherries. I'm marking it off so I don't do something twice. Okay, now this is going to have cheeses. It'll be Parmesan cheese. And mozzarella cheese. He loves to sit with this window open here, just hanging out with me. Okay, and I'll get those all set up how I want to organize it. Let me go ahead and show you. I'm going to be putting that up on my shelf. I thought about buying one of those little label makers, but you know what? Every time I've ever used those, after a while they don't stick anymore and they fall. I thought about what should I fasten this with, and you know what? I discovered that just some gentle light tape is probably going to be the easiest, and I don't really think that it's going to cause that much damage if we have to replace something. Besides, I intend to keep labels on there, so even if I have to replace one, I'll be covering the spot right back up again. So I decided to go with something real simple, old school like this. So I will just put this right over here where I know it goes. Yep. Yeah. Simple. Simple, simple. All right. So on the far right. Sorry if that's noisy. There we go. I love the mangoes. Oh, they're so good. Yeah, we found this freeze-dried food. We were wanting to get ourselves some extra food storage, and I've ended up loving using them. And there we go. If anybody's curious about any more information about it, like I said, it's a 25-year shelf life, unopened. Good for a year. After it's opened, they stay really dry. And anyway, we will have a link down below to get more information about it. It's called Thrive Life. And we do have a whole playlist of cooking with Thrive Life, cooking with Thrive videos. Okay, bananas. All right. So we now have 8 cans on that shelf. We've got strawberries with cherries behind it, blueberries and mangoes, pineapple and apricots, raspberries, and banana. And I'm not going to be really worried about this always having to be in a certain order with the 2 cans. The nice thing about this is if I need mangoes, I'll just reach in and grab the mangoes easily. And then I'll just put the blueberries back in. And then I can put the mangoes in front. It's only 2 cans. So that way we have 40 different cans on here, and all of them should be very accessible, really easy to get to. And they're just little words on there, but it's enough to give me an idea where I can find something, and also what are we running out of, or what have we used up that we need to try to replenish. So, yep, I'm going to fill these shelves up. Okay, my ground beef, sausage, there you go, chicken, and roast beef. All right. Man, is it going to be easier to just find what I'm looking for. I'm also looking forward to not going all the way back into Bill's office with those low shelves and trying to figure out what something is, every time I need something. So here it'll just be handy right there. I am thrilled to death. So here we go. I got more room on top for, the taller things, whatever happens to come along. And I'll have my saran, my wraps and foil and everything all down there. So, all right. Ooh, asparagus sounds good tonight. All right, so next step, spice rack. All right, so these higher shelves are for things that are thicker that I still wanted to be able to put in here. And we put these up higher so that it's not so much sticking out down here where my shoulders are and everything. It gives me a little bit more comfortable room there. But I've got some of my, these are like my Thrive Life sauce mixes. Put that there. See, they fit. Oh, it's so beautiful. I've got bouillon. Got what? Chicken and vegetarian beef. There's bouillon. I love that all this stuff's gluten-free. I need that. Okay, I have some coconut oil that I can just put in here. And I won't always be putting these in there, but we have a little thing with some quick oats, which we can still use. And I might as well just stick them up in here because I can put really tall things up there. Some cocoa. Wonderful, the wonderful milk from Thrive Life that Bill loves to put in his coffee. Look at that. Now, I'm not filling every single inch of it right this minute. I'll probably find something else that can go in there, but boy, is that going to be handy. Awesome. Okay. All right, let's just start putting these herbs and spices on the shelf. Okay. And now I'm going to go to my lower tall rack. This is some lovely olive oil I got from Love Hayolam. It's really nice. All right, look at this. Isn't that wonderful? I've got tall things, I've got the food I like to use, lots and lots of herbs and spices, and here's the olive oil and apple cider vinegar and balsamic vinegar and fish sauce. And anyway, I'm excited. And I wanted to show you guys this so you can see this is what the floor is going to be when it gets all done. Isn't that going to be beautiful? That's the floor. So I'm extremely pleased with this, and it's going to be so useful. And now let me show you what has happened to my kitchen now that this is all filled up like it is. So now if you look here, we'll give you just a quick look around at what has happened to my counter. I just have the things out that I really want to have out in the kitchen. My tea basket, I got that basket from Carly and Molly for Christmas the year the guys were in Florida for their big bike trip. And the NutriBullet that we use all the time, and a really good workstation here. It's so nice. And then around the corner here, this is like a beverage spot. But I did have someone asking me if I was going to put a dish towel or a kitchen towel. What does she call them?
Tea towel.
Tea towel, yes. I have a place for my tea towel. And I do. I'll show you here. Bill put this up on the side of the fridge. It doesn't damage it at all. And it's super handy place. And now I've got tea towels that have the little loop on them. I ordered some and then I found some. So I'm all set with tea towels now to be able to hang there. So I'm just thrilled. We have a ways to go in here, but boy, is it coming along. I just enjoy some of the different names. I'm pretty sure that my friend that asked about where I'm hanging my tea towel is probably like from British Isles or something like that, which would be so cool. And I love the different names, you know, dish towel, a tea towel. I just think stuff like that's really cool. Alrighty. Well, it was very fun today to get to share with you getting my beautiful pantry and the spice rack and everything, getting that kind of set up, and finding my beautiful counter again. Yes.
You know, a lot of people are saying how much Elizabeth is going to enjoy the pantry and all that, and she absolutely is. But quite frankly, I do as much cooking as she does.
Yeah, we really do share.
And so I'm going to enjoy it as much as she does. I'm especially going to enjoy having that countertop cleaned off.
Yes.
Because we've had all this countertop and we haven't had much workspace because all that stuff in the corner. So now everything's more handy to be able to find it. Plus we have a whole lot more counter space again.
Yes. Yeah. It's a really, really nice work area for cooking. So, all right. Well, we will keep sharing with you as these projects keep moving along. When I get my drawer in there that's going to be for my foil and things, I'll show that to you because it's going to be really cool. and we'll keep you guys involved. So, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.
Live simple.
Live free. You be blessed.
Yeah, have a great week or whatever, and we love you, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.